I also want to bring up another amazing movie that you did, because obviously one of my favorite bands is Queen, and I'm a big like 70s, 80s, 90s old soul, even though I was born in 1999. But I think you did such a great job with that performance as John Deacon. I just gotta say, because like you really captured his energy. I mean, like he was obviously the more quiet one in the group and more reserved, and he doesn't have a ton of dialogue in the film. But like, I'm curious if that was harder for you to bring that character to life, given those reasons. Like, did you have to rely more on facial expressions, body language, and stuff like that to really kind of get the essence of that character down?
Yeah, it's always different, right? Like being the lead of something and being supporting cast, it's very different actually. The amount of kind of like time and attention that you get on set when you're a supporting role is a lot less. And it's just the way it is. Nothing wrong with it. I've been on both ends of it. I've been the lead, I've been a smaller role, whatever. You've got to be, but the thing is, like, when you're a smaller role, you got to be ready. You got to be so prepared because, like, you're not going to have a lot of time to really, like, discover it in the moment often. Um, with that movie, yeah, I just did like, of course we had to play the instruments too. So I was doing 6 weeks of rehearsals for Live Aid. I was doing bass lessons 5 days a week. So all of that. And then just on my own time, I was just studying John. Like every interview I could find online, which weren't a ton, but enough. I would just really study him. And like the reason that I even like got the role, obviously, is because I kind of had a resemblance to him. And the director noticed that. And so I didn't know what he looked like. And when I looked him up, I kind of saw him and kind of like scrunched my face a little bit and just kind of like held my mouth a little differently. And I was like, oh yeah, like I can look like this guy. Um, and like whatever. I'm an actor. That's kind of like what I'm good at, is that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like kind of embodying someone else. So it came kind of natural to me. The accent was very unique. So that was something I really wanted to study. Although I got the role off of they sent me a 2-minute interview that John Deacon did where he's kind of on a bus and talking to the interviewer and the bus is moving and the sun's kind of coming in or whatever. So I just went to like a parking lot and did like the day I got the clip they wanted me to emulate. They're just like, take like a minute of this and kind of like give it back to us. I just got in my car and I did like a selfie video with the sun kind of hitting me the same way and kind of talked like him, just like my first run at the accent, like my first go. And I watched it, I was like, this is actually really good. I'm gonna send this. Like, I think this is it. So I got the accent like really quickly. But then of course, like once you're doing the movie and you're going to be doing it for 5 months and you really want to live in it, then I was like every day I would like watch every morning I would watch a 10-minute video of him. I would like sometimes if not in between takes, but like if I had downtime and I went back to my trailer, I'd always watch him again just to make sure that that accent was kind of always in my head and I wasn't hearing the Freddie accent or the Roger accent or the Brian accent. I was just hearing John. Um, Eventually, when you do a movie for like 5 months, by the a month in, I was just like crushing it with that. Like I could just go in and out of it, like ask a question in my normal accent, go back, this and that, this and that. Um, and so that's like that's great when you get to kind of that point. And then the facial expressions, yeah, I just studied what he kind of did. He like, the way he would like squint and kind of he would like the way he would like kind of hold his hand. He was just like he had a like just sort of a way about him that you again, with studying it, you discover it. And it's funny you talked about the dialogue. I ad-libbed probably 2/3 of my dialogue in that movie.
Are you
Like,
serious? Wow.
yeah, and they like let it happen. Like, I threw in a couple things like the first day that they laughed at and they liked. So then after a while, like there would be a scene where I didn't have any lines, and they would like come on set and be like, this, and then Joe just like throw some stuff in. I'm like, okay. So then we would like do a rehearsal and I'd try out a joke, and if it got a laugh, okay, we'll put that in. Like a lot of people like the line where I say, and, it's just a bit weird, Roger. What exactly are you doing with that car? I made that up. Like, and, so like I was very fortunate that they gave us a lot of freedom. They allowed us to play around. We all loved each other so much that there was a lot of chemistry and we were able to like banter a lot easier with each other and really enjoyed it. So It was pretty cool. That was one of the best experiences I've had, I think, on a movie set in my adult career for sure.
Yeah, and
Um,
you're still friends with Rami Malek to this day. You were at his premiere for The Amateur I saw on your Instagram, right?
yeah, I was there in London and New York actually.
That's
So
amazing, man.
yeah, and I got to see him. He was in a play out in London, so I got to see him. Gwill was in a play, plays Brian.
Hmm.
So I got to see him. Just hung out with Ben in London. I always go to them. You know what I mean? Because they all live in London. So like I always go see them, unfortunately. But yeah, I was just with Ben a couple weeks ago. We're still very close. And I think we will be for our whole lives. Like even for like birthdays, we've done trips together. It's been really awesome.